Hello, I'm Mark Blunden and this is the Standards Tech and Science Daily. Coming up, hear haunting banging from the hunt for the doomed Titan sub, but first... A Russian rocket has launched an Iranian satellite into orbit, highlighting increasingly close cooperation between Moscow and Tehran. State-run Roscosmos says a Soyuz rocket blasted off from the Vostochny launch facility in Russia's Far East to carry 1 Iranian and 18 Russian satellites into orbit. Iranian state television said the 110-kilogram probe has 3 cameras to snap images for purposes including environmental and agricultural monitoring. Next, a wildfire in North Texas has become the largest such blaze in the state's history, spreading over nearly 1 million acres in just a few days and over the border into Oklahoma.
We're doing firefighting from the air and mapping this area. We know that one of these fires is going to be at least 850,000 acres, and then trying to go back and do damage assessments in those is our next priority after life safety and stopping the growth of these fires. Many of them still are uncontained or only have single-digit containments.
That's Nim Kidd, Chief of the Texas Division of Emergency Management.
I don't want the community there to feel a false sense of security that all of these fires will not grow anymore. This is still a very dynamic situation. I believe this fire will grow before it gets fully contained.
At least one person, an 83-year-old woman in Hutchinson County, was reported to have died. Residents have been evacuated and many buildings have been razed by the flames as firefighters continue to battle the blaze at the mercy of changing weather conditions, with more than 13,000 Texas homes and businesses without power. That's the banging sound that kept hope alive for families and rescuers in the desperate search for the doomed Titan submersible in which 5 people died, and it's been revealed in chilling audio broadcast as part of a new documentary. A desperate but ultimately fruitless hunt for the OceanGate sub before it imploded under immense pressure was launched after it lost contact and vanished during last June's expedition to see the Titanic wreck, which is over 2 miles beneath the North Atlantic. Royal Canadian Air Force scanners picked up rhythmic banging noises at 30-minute intervals on the second day of the search. Titan Sub Disaster Minute by Minute is broadcast on Channel 5 on the 6th and 7th of March. Next, the government's launched consultation on doubling the power of electric bikes. Despite fears over road danger and battery fires, the Department for Transport's survey will examine boosting e-bikes' top legal power from 250 watts to 500 watts and potentially include plans for a motorbike-style twist-and-go throttle. In developments first reported by The Guardian, it's understood there's no current plans to raise the speed limit from 15.5 miles per hour for e-bikes, but the newspaper reveals concerns by campaigners in briefing documents that a 500-watt e-bike would be considerably quicker in acceleration and have a much bigger battery. DFT say they want to make e-bikes, which now make up a third of sales in the UK, more of an attractive and viable travel option. Now, never mind your smartphone making it till the end of the day before it runs out of juice. How about this monster that allegedly runs for a week? Energize has been showing off its new rugged hard case P28K handset at Mobile World Congress in Barcelona, which, when you factor in the massive battery, is a bit of a brick compared to your sleek iPhone. But the firm claims 5 days of talk time and the standby 3 months, so no hunting for a charger cable. Let's go to the ads. Stay there for more news from the world of tech and science, plus why our ancestors lost their tails. Why not hit follow in the meantime and give us a rating? Welcome back. A study by New York University has been examining why our very ancient primate ancestors lost their tails some 25 million years ago. Research suggests the mutation is linked to a single piece of DNA shared by apes and humans, but is missing from monkeys. It's linked to a gene that's associated with tail length in some animals, and when a small portion of DNA code changed, tails were lost. To test the hypothesis, researchers inserted these genes into 63 mice, finding tails of their young were either shorter or missing entirely. Next, a study by Imperial College London School of Public Health suggests COVID-19 may have a small but lasting impact on people's thinking and memory skills. More than a year after infection, more than 140,000 Britons took online tests to measure the changes in different aspects of their brain functioning, including concentration, reasoning, memory and spatial planning. Results published in the New England Journal of Medicine revealed small deficits in the cognitive performance of people who had not recovered from COVID-19 when compared with those who had not had the disease. And finally, astronomers at the University of Milan have found water in the disk around a young star where planets may be forming, revealing a new link between the key ingredient for life and planet formation. Until now, researchers had not been able to map how water is distributed in a stable, cool disk. That's the type of disk that offers the best conditions for planets to form around stars. The observations made using the Atacama Large Millimeter Submillimeter Array Telescope reveal at least 3 times as much water as in all of Earth's oceans in the inner disk of the young star-like HL Tauri, located a vast 450 light-years away from Earth in the constellation of Taurus. You're up to date. Come back at 4 p.m. for the latest news, interviews and analysis from the Standard Podcast here in London, and we'll be back on Friday at 1 p.m. See you then.